Hello everyone, my name is Holland Nightmares and today we're going to keep playing Fateful Bullet. The screen might have glitched out, but that's because I placed the screen under here because I was checking the preview on my recording software. Now, let us jump straight back into the game, shall we? So last time we were here in the dive finding Tori and Natsuki. Let us return to being Monica. I returned to the dining room, finding Tori and Natsuki in the middle of an argument. Why I'm here doesn't matter to you. So just leave me alone already. It does matter. You're just not listening. What? Ooh, insults are entering. I love it already. Why do you give a shit, huh? What gives you the right to tell me what to do? I give a shit because I care, you little runt. Do you really want to die that badly? I have my reasons. This might be my last chance. For what? Just quit it, okay? Natsuki passes by me, her eyes fixated on the floor. Tori watches her leave, then looks up at the ceiling with a sigh. That girl. Are you guys? We're fine. She's just suicidal, is all. Guess where we all are if we're staying for this long. Say, what are you getting out of this? I'm not sure. You're joking, right? I wanted to leave, but something inside of me forced me to stay. Sounds like a load of shit to me. I like that line. I love that line. The only reason you would stay is if you really wanted to. You're lying to yourself if you say that you don't have a reason. That's not true. I don't want to stay. Then why? She cracks her neck and lets out an annoyed sigh. I can't stop any of you. I should be the only one here. What do you mean? I mean that I'm the only... I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Let me remove my mouse or cursor and press enter instead. I mean that I'm the only one crazy enough to do some shit like this. You're all dumbasses for even joining me. I'm gonna look around for some food. Don't get lost. What a strange girl. She seems to care, but she's so... I'm not sure how to describe her. I should look around some more. I still have people to talk to. I don't think there are choices in this game. I don't know. I decided to check out the library, noticing Yuri, Sayori, Eri, and Edward, browsing the selection of books. Oh, Christ. This is very interesting. This selection is quite impressive. There's a book for every genre. There's even novels for teens. I didn't think the host guy would read that sort of stuff. Maybe he has a kid. If he has a child, they're most likely grown up by now. Just look how old he is. Older people can have kids. We don't know his personal life. I don't really care what his life is like. As long as I can get him as a client, I'm happy. What's this? The portrait of Markov? Oh no. Anyways, the portrait of Markov? I haven't heard of this one. Check the back. Usually they have stuff written on the back. It doesn't seem like there's a synopsis. None of this is useful to me. I haven't found anything I like either. I don't think we'd have much to read then. I got a little bit confused, but then I understood the phrase. I don't think we'd have much time to read them anyways. Maybe so. If this is my last day, you shouldn't think like that, Yuri. Monica? I didn't even notice you there. I'm serious. This won't be your last day, you know. We're all going to get what we want and we'll all go home. The host wouldn't actually let us die. You don't know that. Why don't we keep our hopes up? That's all we can do, right? As soon as I get my money, I'm out of here. I've got business to attend to. Listen to Monica. We'll make it through this, no problem. Say, Sayori, are you here? Huh? Well, it might sound naive to you, but I want to make everyone smile. Everyone struggles with so much on their own. All I want is for people to see the world for how amazing it really is. How childish. You really think removing a human emotion will bring people to true happiness? That's... If anything, it'll probably just make their lives worse. What if a wish takes form of something less drastic? We shouldn't assume sadness will disappear entirely. Edward, you don't have a say. You literally wished for your father's business and you got him killed. So keep your mouth shut, you little non-mourning toy. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Basically, in the last playthrough, as you saw, Edward got his wish, that is, his father's entire business, and the price was his father's death. And I think I'm starting to understand this type of rationale, like, you get one wish, but the wish can only be granted with a true sacrifice. That's what he said. And true sacrifice has to be someone either you love or someone that cherished you, I think. It's something emotional, I think. To make everyone happy. That's what I've wanted for a long time. I see so many of my fellow students struggling, and no matter what I do, I can't please them all. If I had the power to bring happiness to others, maybe that's why I stayed. Say, Edward, was that really your greatest wish to run your father's company? That's right. Wait, this really goes into the character's backstory? I like it. My father was a respected businessman, and rightfully so. He knew all the ins and outs, all the secrets, everything. He taught me everything he knew, except for his secrets. If he shared those with me, then there's no doubt I would have taken his company from him. I remember a certain conversation we had on our way home from work. I know this is meant to be like his father and not entirely like the host, but I'm telling you, this guy looks exactly like the host, but just in the negative side effect. Anyways, so how did you enjoy your first day? It was fine. Only fine? Correct. Did you find it fun? I'm not sure if I'd call it fun, but it wasn't the worst experience. I see. The two of us sat in silence for another minute. Once we reached a red light, he sighed, and turned to me. Son, there's a conversation I've been meaning to have with you, and now seems like a good time to have it. I won't always be here. I'm sure you don't need me to tell you this, but hear me out. I spent a decade and a half building this company from the ground up. I poured my blood, sweat, and tears into it. I know I wasn't in your life as much as I could have been, but trust me when I say that you were my main focus throughout all those years. He reached into his suitcase and retrieved a set of papers. I've made the necessary preparations for you. Once I'm gone, I want you to run the company. Me? That's correct. He handed the papers and I shuffled through them. The contents detailed various innovative strategies and information he gathered through the years. This is all I learned. If you study these notes, I have no doubt that you'll become a worthy successor. I knew he was lying, but I said nothing. So what you say? What a stupid question. My answer was obvious from the start, far earlier than I was hired. Why wouldn't I run the company? I'm his son. I'm pretty much his only choice. Of course, I'd be a fool to turn you down. Good. He looked out the window with a faint smile. He seemed so satisfied with himself, but he didn't know that I'd been waiting for this moment my entire life. I planned to take his company since I knew the value of money. Why would you want to take your dad's company? Because although he knew his stuff, he didn't have the balls to make the hard decision. He pleased people well enough, but he was spineless. That's the difference between him and I. If only he found the people who couldn't pull their weight. If only he made the transactions that could have earned the company millions. He was successful, but not as much as he could have been. It's kind of sad that even his own son, who's still in school, is more cutthroat than him. You sound like you don't love your father. I don't. The way he bent over backwards for everyone, the way he tried to make everyone happy made me sick to my stomach. Once I officially started working there, I promised him that I would take over the company. Of course, I had waited until he retired. Until now, that is. Oh God. There's your explanation. Happy. I suppose I am. Your father sounds like a nice man. I don't see why you hate him so much. I wouldn't expect you to understand. If you were a part of this business, you'd agree with me. I'm sure she would. Suddenly we hear a voice echoing through the halls. Attention! The third round will commence shortly. Please return to the game. This place has an intercom? Strange. The match didn't look that modern. Let's just get this over with. I don't want to stay any longer than I need to. Yeah, that's probably for the best. I arrive at the game room at about the same time as everyone else. I see everyone converse with each other. This is important for the rest of the game. How so? Well, the more you know a person, the more your decisions will be impacted. For example, will you prioritize your wish over another's? Just some food for thought is all. Anyways, let the third round begin. Another round. Everything will be fine. I glance over at Sam. He's just staring at the table, his eyes wide. I just calm him down. And what else is there to say? There is no bullet. It's on. She's safe. That's my turn. I'm feeling the cold steel in my hands. The shape of the barrel. Okay. Describing this to me sounds like you're describing Red Dead Redemption or GTA 5. And I am a person who is a fanatic over killing. So describing a gun for me is like describing how to blow someone's head. My wish. What do I want? Why am I here? Am I lying to myself? Am I... I knew it. This whole game is just to scare us. I pass the gun into the Sam. I know something off about it. I have something. It sounds like laughter. I look over to Sam, and that's when I notice it. His eyes. I don't recognize him. What the? This feeling. I haven't felt this alive in years. So Sam, what are you? Are you fucking crazy? Crazy? I'm the only sane one here. I'm the only one here who realizes the truth. You risk your life to gamble on a coin flip. No, not even that. The outcome is random. You're relying on fate to decide if you live or die. Do you not realize how thrilling that is? It actually is, but for me it is. Wait, I think yes, we get to see the gun. So you see that? That is the chamber. You can actually see where the bullet is if you concentrate enough on the little place, on the empty place of the chamber. That's something I found out when I held a revolver and when I saw the Red Dead Redemption revolver. You can just, if you have enough time. Actually, since a Russian roulette relies on you pointing the gun onto you, You can just point it at your nose or somewhere that allows you to see the chamber. And then you get to see where the chamber is. If all the other 5 holes are empty, that means the bullet is on top and it's going to blow your head. But if there's a hole filled and it's not on top, then you're lucky. That's what I understood. Hopefully I'm correct. You got the gun guys can tell me in the comment section below, but I think I'm right. I don't know. I can pull this trigger right now and this piece of shit's life would be snuffed out in an instant. Or he could feel the ecstasy of realizing he's still breathing. This can't be real. That's not Sam. It can't be. Sam? He turns to me and places the barrel against my forehead. What do you wish for, Monica? I could make it happen right now. That is insane. Sam, just stop. Say it, Monica, say it. I want you to feel it too. This can't be real. It has to be a dream. I close my eyes, ready to be released from this nightmare. Get the hell away from me! I open them, seeing the same scene play out once more. You're gonna pay for this, you freak! I don't want to kill you. I just want you to feel the same excitement that I'm feeling. Mr. Host, make him stop. I'm afraid I can't. This is all part of the game. Now then, let's see. Oh, schnitzel. Huh? What the fuck? I'm gonna be sick? Disappointing. Sam, how could you? He was just unlucky, that's all. He's not dead, is he? This has to be staged. There's no way he would. I'm afraid this is what happens when you're unlucky. Unlucky? I look down at my hands, the same hands that held that gun not a moment earlier. That could have been me. Now, why don't we take a break? It'll take time for me to move the body. Nobody says anything. We just stare at Edward's lifeless body. I should rephrase that. I need you all to leave. A few more seconds pass and Tori stands up and silently leaves the room. One by one, we follow her. Nice job, Sam. You just became a total psychological freak. Well, not psychological, more physical freak. But yeah, he's affected both ways. Maybe his wish is to, I don't know actually. Yeah, I don't know. Did he wish for him to go nuts or something? We all make our way down the hall, not saying a word to each other. Then Tori grabs Sam by his shirt and shoves him against the wall. What the hell do you think you were doing? What do you mean? Don't play dumb, you little shit. You killed him, just like that, and you barely reacted. He was just unlucky. That was it. You bastard. Could throw you out that window right now, and I doubt anyone would care. Monica would care. Right. He looks towards me with an innocent smile. I can feel my heart stop. This isn't Sam I know. This man, he's not my friend. I turn away from his gaze, which garners a chuckle from him. So cold. Listen, I just played a game. I was forced to. I'm not a murderer. If you want to blame someone, blame the host. Like hell I will. Tori releases him and storms off. I'll be in the library if you need me. I'm starting to feel bored again. Hey, why don't we walk around for a bit? It'll take our minds off of everything. Yeah, she's right. Monica? I'm fine. Let's take a look around. Oh, nice. 19 minutes already and I didn't stumble on my words. We decided to split up and explore the mansion. I'm paired up with Eri and Sayori. Whoa! This is a nice looking bedroom. Yeah. It seems every room here is as pretty as the last. Sayori, what are you? What the fuck? He's laying on the bed. Should you really be doing that? I'm beat. She stares up at the ceiling. No, it's like she's staring somewhere in the distance. We're going to die, aren't we? We can leave at any time, but we won't. She sits up, turning her gaze towards me. Right? She's right. We can leave, but there are reasons to stay. It sounds crazy, but if I can get that power. You guys haven't told me why you're here yet. You don't have to, but if this might be the last time we talk to each other, that makes sense, I suppose. Personally, I want to make everyone happy, the same as you. As of right now, I feel powerless. I can't do a single thing. If I have some sort of way to achieve my goal, then this will be worth it. I see. What about you, Eri? I go to a prestigious school. I'd be perfectly fine attending a public school, but my parents wanted the best money could buy. One of the perks of going to this school is specialized tutoring. I have no problem with my studies, but it helped that I could talk to my teachers directly. She looks towards her feet, shuffling in place. There is this one teacher. All of a sudden, tears start to fall from her face. The room is so quiet that I can hear them hitting the floor. He's not a nice man. He treats my classmates like object. When we're alone, Don't you say child abuse. Don't you dare, please. I've played so many games to the point of knowing every type of backstory. There are some that surprise me and there are some that do not. It starts off the same every time. He asks me about my grades along with the other things. So, you free today? Me? I don't mind him. He asked out every girl in class and you're next on his list. Hey, I really did want to hang out with other people my age, but Eri, you mind coming over here for a second? I see myself and made my way to the opposite end of the room. Yes? I wanted to go over some of the material with you after school. I feel like you've been distracted lately. Is it because of the boys? They're at that age after all. That's not... You know they don't really care about you, right? At least not the way I do. I placed my hand on my shoulder. I felt like throwing up. I care about all my students, but you're something special. If he really cared about me, he wouldn't treat me like some toy. I want to see you prosper. How would your parents feel if you started falling behind? My parents took pride in in the fact that their daughter was a star pupil. They would brag to all my friends' parents. If my grades dropped for whatever reason, they would do whatever they could to set me straight. This would include home tutoring. If that happened, then my own home wouldn't even be safe. He knew that. So, same time. Yes. Either child abuse, sexual assault, or I don't know. This still continues and I can't tell anyone about it. Why not? He has pictures. He didn't say so. But I know he'd spread them somehow if he found out. If I told anyone it wasn't him that took them, they wouldn't believe me. The school would protect him anyways, so it wouldn't matter in the end. I see. Okay, I can tell now what the fuck is happening. Blackmail, sexual abuse, child abuse. What else? It doesn't seem that she is hit a lot. But this is pedophilia, sexual abuse, and child abuse. All three combined, meaning that the probabilities of him staying in jail would be of about a 84% chance of him going to jail and staying in jail for at least 20 to 30 years. As child abuse, sexual abuse, and pedophilia is something very risky to pull out. Now, I don't know, I'm just pulling out like my types of ideas. I don't know if I'm right or if I'm wrong. The developers, well, the developer of the mod, if they watch the video, can tell me in my Discord. Or comment down if I'm right or not. I don't know. Depends on you guys too. You guys can comment down what you guys think of this. But I think the teacher is committing pedophilia, sexual abuse, and child abuse. And blackmail. I forgot blackmail. Oh my god. That just sickens me. Anyways, Harry. She shakes her head, wiping her tears. It's fine. After all this is done, he won't be able to hurt any more of my friends. I just have to be lucky. Hey, maybe you don't need to go through this to achieve your goal. Maybe no. Nothing will change if I leave. The school will just keep protecting him. This is my best chance. I guess there's no way to talk her out of this. I don't think any of us are leaving. I hear knocking on the door. Hey, you guys in there? Before I can respond, Tori opens the door. I want to talk to Ari alone. Alone? That's what I said, right? Well, beat it. We got stuff to talk about. Alright. Sari backs away and swiftly leaves the room. I follow her soon after. I'm about to part ways with Sayori when a question enters my mind. Hey Sayori, why are you staying? Why don't you just leave? I don't know. I know I should. That I have no reason to stay, but whenever I'm in that room, it feels like it's like my legs won't move. Something inside me won't let me leave. I felt the same way when this first started. It's like the longer we stay here, the less we want to leave. Why? I guess it might be because of what I want the most right now. Even though Edward was pretty mean, he didn't deserve to die. Maybe I can bring him back. Bring him back? That's right. If we wish for it, then it'll happen. Maybe I can prevent everyone from dying. Whatever it is, I can't leave. If there is a chance I can stop people from dying, then I'll stay. I'll see you around. Oh my god. My nose is bugging me. Anyways. Oh, I'm a dumbass. Let's open the history for this. Sayori and I separate, and I roam the halls once more. It's pretty, isn't it? Oh, Lord! That's when I noticed Yuri standing by one of the windows looking out at the wilderness beyond the mansion. It is pretty, isn't it? Monica? I was just... How should I word this? She closes her eyes and takes a deep breath. I can hear the howling of the wind growing louder. Today is the day I die. Knowing this, everything seems so bright. Yuri, it's not my time to die, right? I should stop thinking this way, right? I appreciate your optimism, but it's not needed. But why are you so content with dying? It's just the reality of the situation. If I don't leave, I die. If I leave, you probably think that's a sufficient answer, but it's not. At least not for me. We haven't talked much, but I like to get to know you. The Yuri I see right now is worrying me. The outcome is random, so you don't know how it'll turn out. All this talk of dying won't help anyone, so yes, I'm telling you to stop. Instead of thinking of death, if you're really intent on staying, think of what will happen if your wish comes true. That's right, my wish. If everything turns out alright, then I'll really get what I want. Finally. I'll see you around. Maybe we'll talk more after this round. I hope so. She said maybe, didn't she? If she really thinks she's going to die, why doesn't she leave? Is she really that desperate? Get your hands off me! Wait, is that Natsuki? I just touched your shoulder. Chill out. And Sam? Well, I'm going to leave this in a cliffhanger of what will happen to Natsuki because of Sam. Now, I'm going to save because I don't want to save like after the video is done. So, as if you guys enjoyed this video, like, and if you want to watch more of my content, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.